And here comes the cutscene.
We need to hide.
From what?
Daniel Mason, you are under arrest. Surrender or we will open fire.
Alec, run! Run!
Sorry about that clicking back just there. I was checking, making sure that the stream wasn't getting any feedback from the cutscene audio. It doesn't seem to have been. So that's good. Opening logo, the hammer. Interestingly, like first Red Faction had the pickaxe.
Face of Mars. They terraformed so we could breathe the air. They built bases, checkpoints, watchtowers. The Liberators soon became an occupying force. And now they killed my brother. Dan said they'd take everything. For me, they already have.
Drop the weapon. Now!
You guys afraid of a hammer?
Drop it, smartass.
Hey, what right have you got to
Your brother is Daniel Mason.
Yeah, he was. He's dead.
This trailer and its contents have been confiscated by the Earth Defense Force. We're placing you under arrest.
For what?
Don't play dumb with me, Miner. You're Red Faction.
Look, I just shipped here
I
from...
guess you work fast. We found these detonators among your possessions.
I'm a mining engineer. I have a permit for those.
It just got revoked. Shoot him.
They'll hunt you from here to the ice caps. He said I was Red Faction. Like it or not, Mason, you are now.
There was a guy.
Mason, my name is Sonia. I worked with your brother.
Lucky you.
I know this is a lot to take in, but you're going to have to trust us.
Why?
Because you don't really have any other option. The commander thought you should have this field manual. It'll help you survive out here.
Yeah. There used to be a guy I worked with who thought that the whole casual summary execution bit there, where the EDF guy just like straight up shoot him, he's gotta die. He thought that thing was hilarious. But, and it kind of is. But, and that whole, you know, the death of Dan Mason sort of thing kind of brings me to the thing about how subversive this game actually was. And is still. I mean, subversive and really kind of prescient in a lot of ways. And and there was, to pun a little bit, and later on in the game, people refer, I mean, haven't had anybody call it yet. Later on, the EDF are referred to as drones. And so, essentially, a drone strike killed your brother. And that led to All the lights, man, that is something wonky. Okay. But anyway, yeah. Drone strike killed your brother, and then you ended up joining the, terrorist insurgency on Mars. Which, game came out 2009? 2008, 2009? What's wrong with DirectX? And so, the whole, drone strike controversy wasn't a huge thing in the public consciousness. I mean, there was, obviously, for years and years and years, people have been saying, we blow up the Middle East, and that pisses people off and makes them hate America. I mean, that's kind of just the terminology of drones and the airstrike killing your brothers. Appreciate and kind of weird. And the Red Faction in this game is a terrorist insurgency. There's no really two ways about it. I mean, especially there's a mission much later to come that is. I'm still kind of shocked that they got away with doing this mission of having you be the guy. I mean, it's not like a suicide bombing, but it's pretty. Some of what's going on in that mission is kind of nuts. But anyway, here we've come to the first town. And also, one of the things, going back to gameplay stuff, one of the things that I really love about this game is it's an open world game, and they pretty much, obviously Volition kind of did this with Saints Row as well, and it's like the whole world is open to you immediately, and just about. And this one they limited it a little bit more because there's a couple of places that are gated for gameplay reasons, and they're well, not for gameplay reasons exactly. There's for story reasons. Gated for story reasons. I mean, there's the free fire zone, which I just entered. Oh shit! Where it's like you can't cross that, and believe me, I worked on this game for months, and I did try. And there's a mission later on where you learn how to get across the free fire zone. I have tried to follow that path, not on that mission. It can't be done. Oh, they got really pissed off at me. I was just looking, guys. Jesus. There are triggers on those dudes. But yeah, you can't get across the free fire zone before the mission. It's like free fire zone's blocked off, and the Badlands, there's the irradiated zone of the Badlands. Obviously I've got fog of war going on. I haven't been anywhere, but that's the irradiated zone's way over here, where it says irradiated zone. But yeah, but other than that, you've got a pretty huge stretch of world, and the Badlands are really big. And admittedly, it's like they got away with this because, and there's not a whole lot of density of static meshes of like prefabs or anything. It's mostly, this BSP with the displacement maps and stuff to make the terrain. And there aren't billions of people either, so. But it's a good sized map, and you can go just about anywhere straight away. You're stuck in cars, which biggest thing that made me saddest about the whole with the next game, the Red Faction series, what became Red Faction Armageddon, was that you were going to be able to, when in its early stages, when it was still going to be an open world game, there were going to be flying ships that you could fly. Because obviously that's the pattern with open world games, apparently. It is the first game in the series, all you get is cars. Next game in the series you get planes and helicopters and stuff. And then, third game in the series you get transforming VTOLs going by the Saints Row franchise. But it was not to be with Red Faction 4 because of reasons. Because of silly corporate reasons, and I just rolled this. I do love that. I love that when you park sideways, it crawls outside. And I do love that you can also just kind of knock your car back over and just go right back to driving it. So it's not in the best condition, obviously. It's just been rolled and swatted with a hammer. Alright, but anyway. Well, actually, I'm gonna drive up. I'm gonna kill some dudes, help drive up my... hopefully drive up my... morale. Bring up morale. You get a morale bonus on your mission completion, so I bring up morale by getting of various ways. Oh, well, yeah, that was just there. Friendly person just drove up. That's the thing that got called out in Rock Paper Shotgun, I believe. Kieran Gillen, and I think even Jim. Some other people said that was one of the things that they loved about this game, was that, you know, the friendlies will just drive right up and hop out of their cars and help you out. And that is a clever thing. I mean, I think it would have been nice if you could have called them. I don't know, a homing system similar to Saints Row would not have gone amiss. But it's pretty clever when they just, a truckload of guys rolls up and they jump out and start shooting you out. I just like the auto aim on the turrets when you're driving, and it's limited, but right clicks change into a turret, which is cool. But yeah, otherwise when driving, the way they have the limited auto aim is pretty spiffy. And there's a lot of really good design ideas going on here. Unlimited sprint. And despite being on Mars, I mean, you would think on Mars, especially a guy who just moved here, it's, you know, I know it's terraformed, but the air's still got to be pretty thin. And Mason doesn't care. Mason can run as long as he wants. Maybe it's it's a whole John Carter thing where he's... Oh, did I lose him? Oh. 4 deposits. And despite all the time, all the work that... Despite working on the game for months, and despite... There it is. You know, all the time that... Oh shit! Oh shit! Ouch! All the time that I spent playing it, I have not 100% of the ore deposits yet. And that is a thing that I want to do at some point. I mean, I know you don't ever get to unlock the ostrich in single player, but I still would like to get all the old ore deposits. I don't know. I somehow have never noticed that before. There's a very subtle Hitchcockian sort of depth of field stretch when sprinting. I don't know how I've not noticed that.